Hello everybody, Luke back once again, this time to break down everything we know about the new Legend of Mana Remaster. This was originally a Square RPG game from the very late 1990s that was released on the original PlayStation. Now it's coming out to several new platforms later this year, and we got all the details about this classic RPG game that you need to know. With new improvements, new features, but keeping the old story, we're going to dive all into it. Alright, first though, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. It really does help us because it lets YouTube know you enjoy what we do here, and hopefully we can help you learn something new about the world of gaming as we cover the gaming news, reviews, how-tos, and so much more. Alright, so The Legend of Mana has spawned several sequels, including Adventures of Mana, Secret of Mana, and the Trials of Mana. This is the game that started it all, and the best part is we're getting a remastering, not a remaking. This is kind of one of those things depending on what you like or what you don't like, but a remastering means they're taking the original game with the original story, updating it for today's graphics and more, and putting it back out there. Where remaking is where they take the original game and they redo it typically differently than the original. So the original story this time will be here the way you remember it, with some new features and more. So what's new in it? Well, there are some new features here, especially for people who played the game outside of Japan. Some of the features of the original game were exclusive to the Japanese version. Now, the game will be coming out with brand new orchestrated music. The good news is, if you don't like the new version of the music, you can still get the original PS1 music. You can jump back and forth at your own desire. There will also be a gallery mode, which will allow you to look at original art clips as you listen to the original soundtrack. There, if you just want to enjoy the music, it's credited as one of the better RPG music tracks out there for the original PlayStation. The graphics will also be going up to HD. Yes, this means you'll be able to enjoy the game with graphics it deserved when it first was released. It will also be coming out in a new 16:9 widescreen version, as opposed to the original 4:3 version, which is that smaller black square screen you're used to from the late 90s. So on your newer TVs, the game will look great in full screen, which is a lot of fun. One of the great features that most remasters and remakes are doing now for these older RPG games is allowing you to turn off random encounters, giving you the ability to control when you are hit by enemy and when you are not. This is a must-have for many people out there. They really don't like the random nature of many older RPG games. They don't want to constantly be attacked when they don't know what's happening. Now you'll be able to turn that off and decide when you want it and when you don't want it. So you probably still need it though for level grinding, as most RPGs require it at some point, but it is nice at times to turn that off and focus on the main story. You will also be able to save the game anytime, anywhere, and there's going to be a new autosave feature, so you don't have to worry about losing your progress as you play through the game, which is a pretty cool update and feature there. The new game, or the new remastering I should say, will bring in the old Ring Ring Land minigame. This was exclusive to the Japanese version when it was first released and will now be available worldwide. It's a fun little board game that as you explore more of the game, you get more areas to play in, and while it won't be required to finish the game, it is a fun addition to make the game a little bit more depth, a little bit more complete, robust of a game out there. Often when early 90s, mid 90s, and later games came worldwide, sometimes for speed, price, all kinds of things, certain aspects of mini games, side stories, and more were cut from the US version. And that's what happened with this game. Now Ring Ring Land is coming back. Alright, the platforms this game will be coming out on, even though it was originally announced as part of this big Switch event for 2021, it will also be coming to the PlayStation 4 and PC via Steam. So good news is you won't need a Switch. Bad news, no Xbox support at this time. We'll see if that gets added. The price is a little steep, or maybe not, depending how you look at it. $29.99 is a steal compared to some of the Zelda remasterings that are coming out right now. But it is just a remaster. If you already own it, $29.99 may seem a little steep. I don't know. Let me know what you think of that. Lastly, the release date is set right now for June 24th, 2021. They seem pretty firm on that. We'll see if they hit it. With 2020 and 2021 being so crazy, a lot of games have been delayed. We'll see if this one gets delayed or not. It seems like they're pretty confident they'll be able to hit it. So let me know, are you a fan of the original Legend of Mana? I played it a little bit later, but I will have to be honest, I didn't play it when it originally came out. I was probably busy playing the new, or replaying Final Fantasy VII, and probably getting close to 8 at that point. I think I played Final Fantasy VII 4 or 5 times through. Didn't play a lot of other RPG games from Square in the late 90s. You let me know what I missed out on. I definitely intend to check this out. I'll love to hear from you if you enjoyed it. Well, if you're new here, do me a big favor. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that thumbs up. It really does help us because it lets YouTube know you enjoy what we do here. Hopefully we can help you learn something new about your favorite games or games you're interested in that are coming out soon. So check back for another video real soon. Take care, everybody, and thank you for your support.